100 Bagger CEO Academy is in session. Look, if you're a CEO of a public company and you want to go to the top, you want to become our next 10x to 100x. That's right. Think big, think big. If you want to be a 100 Bagger CEO, you want your company, your stock to become the next 100x. And we've had a couple of those. So we've had many 10 baggers, many 20 baggers and 50 baggers, a couple of 100 baggers. I'm looking for more. So look, here's the thing. That's fascinating. Look, I've created over $1 trillion in shareholder wealth. Wall Street Report is the number one platform for companies to connect with investors, to engage with investors and maximize their stock price. Nobody does it like we do. Now, question I sometimes get asked is, well, how do we know this? You got all these other promoters out there. It's very simple. It's very simple. If you want to prove it to you, it's very simple. Look, two ways, right? Number one, take a look at, especially if you're following these Canadian stocks, take a look at the OTC volume. Look what happens when a Wall Street Reporter gets involved. All of a sudden, the volume explodes. Why is that? It was flat. It was very little volume. All of a sudden, it explodes. Another thing you want to look at is something fascinating, right? Now, look, I know some of these companies, they hire some other promoters, and problem is everybody takes credit. Success is 1,000 fathers and failure is a bastard, right? Success is 1,000. Everybody takes credit. Here's what's fascinating, right? Take a look at what happens with those stocks when the big runs, when they're up 10x, 50x, Wall Street Reporter is involved. Now, as soon as Wall Street Reporter is not involved and you have these other promoters involved, for whatever reason, those stocks drop off. Why is that? Why is it that when Wall Street Reporter is involved, those things are skyrocketing? They're increasing consistently, massive increase in trading volume, increases in stock price. And once Wall Street Reporter is no longer involved, those stocks drop off and the volume kind of shrinks, shrivels. It's very simple. It's cause and effect, right? What was there when the volume was going up? Wall Street Reporter. What was there when the stock was going up? Wall Street Reporter. What happens when the Wall Street Reporter is not there? The stock goes down. So look, there's a lot of people who take credit. A lot of guys take credit for our work, especially a lot of these Canadian promoters. We do work with a lot of Canadian stocks, and a lot of these Canadian promoters are just, hey, look, if you want to work with the best, I suggest you get in touch. I suggest you get in touch and let's see if you have what it takes to become our next 10 bagger, potentially our next 100 bagger stock. I'm really getting tired of these 10 baggers. I really want to have a 100 bagger. I'd love to have a stock that goes up 100x in 24 months. 24 months, I think, is the right amount of time. If you have something, a really massive catalyst, big inflection point, big market, and the right theme, if the stars line up, it's very possible. We've seen it done, and I'd love to have you potentially be the next one. I'm looking for that next big one. And our audience, that's right. All those investors, we have literally millions of investors who follow us. They're looking for us, they're looking for our next big winner. They're looking for us to announce our next potential 10x, 100x stock. And that could be you. Now, what's most interesting is that whenever even there's a rumor sometimes of stocks going on toward the next super stock, Wall Street Reporter's next super stock platforms, those stocks increase sometimes between 50% in a kind of a slow market to a couple 100% in a hot market. Have you seen that happen to any other IR firm, promoter, or what have you? No, you haven't. So I think that should be proof enough. Look, if a stocks rise 50% on mere rumors of them going onto Wall Street Reporter's platform, that should be a hint to you that this is something worthwhile. This is something worthwhile to have as your partner if you want to be a 100 bagger. All right. See you at the top.